I mean, for me, it was a no-brainer. You know, I've done network marketing before. I didn't really have that much success in the last company I was in, but you know, if it was one thing that I learned, and really just the way that I've always done things myself, whatever you do, you got to be all in doing it, because you're not going to get anywhere if you're just like half-assing, if you just, you know, if you're being a wuss about it, if you just want to tiptoe around stuff. You have to really put your all into it. And yeah, like you said, it was kind of a stretch. Like when I first got brought in with Paul and Kim on Team Blade, you know, they told me, they said, okay, well, now that you're in, you see these other products here, we need you to invest in those if we're going to continue to work with you. So I said, okay. And the funny thing is, I had actually been waiting on some tax money right around that time. And the interesting thing is, I had something happen this year that most people probably wouldn't encourage, but I had something work in my favor where I actually did not file my taxes the last 2 years. So I had to file for 3 years worth of taxes this year. And I knew when I had all that coming, I said to myself, I said, okay, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but whatever it is, it has to be something that I can really commit to. And then eventually, I just stumbled upon a video that Paul put on YouTube, and you know, the rest is kind of history from there. And as I was talking with Kim on the phone and she closed me, I realized that this had to be that thing I was looking for. And you know, as I started to get you know, my tax checks, I started investing in more products, and the last thing that was really left for me was the master's course. So that was really where the stretch came, because everything else wasn't really too difficult. You know, I would combine tax checks with checks from work, and you know, about every 2 weeks at least, and I would upgrade to something new. And when it got down to the master's course, it was just like, God, like I need, like I'm waiting on that haven't even come yet. They're state checks. And, you know, anybody who's, if you've ever filed state taxes for previous years, you know that the state likes to drag their ass. So I'm still waiting on 2 checks, which would have actually been enough for me to get my master's course at full price. But, you know, when I saw that we had this opportunity, when we saw that this discount was coming, I realized, I said, oh, wow, like if this goes low enough, I can do this. Like I can finally get this last product and I'll be all in once and for all. And, you know, for me, it's like one thing that Paul always teaches us in Team Blade is that you have to be an example for the people that you aim to bring in anyway. You can't just, you can't not be in and expect everybody else who comes in to be all in, because you're not even leading by example if you don't do that. So, I mean, aside just from maximizing how much you can make, you know, it's just a matter of being the example that you want for your own team members when they come in. But you know, I had to hustle a lot doing graphic design work for people. I worked 30 plus hours of overtime at work. There were 3 days in a row where I actually did 16-hour days back to back to back, and that was damn near murder. But it was worth it, because when I finally got paid, you know, the following week, it put me like just where I needed to be. But then even like today, I was supposed to get it. Well, no, it was yesterday. I was supposed to get it yesterday, and then I realized I was like $16 short in my account. I said, wait a minute, how did this happen? I realized I had made some decisions a little bit too quickly. I had bought Social Lead Freak, and I had bought a whiteboard and a camera off of Amazon, and then even then I still had enough, but I realized there was something else that hit that I wasn't ready for, and that was my Inner Circle membership, and that just kind of took me under just a little bit. So I got a little help from some friends. I had to go all the way downtown. My phone was dead because I had left the charger at work, and I had to do all kinds of things just to pay for the membership or for master's course. I had to do that at work actually, which was interesting. I did that right in front of my boss on his computer. But and then I downloaded the authorization form. He scanned it in for me, and then I just re-uploaded it back, sent it in, and the rest is history. Now I'm finally all in.
Hey, well, welcome to the All In Club, man. I'm glad we brought you out, and congratulations on making a decision, because it's the decisions that we make that control kind of our destination and where we're going, and that's what it's all about. So, guys, we've had over 400 people get all in just the last day and a half, 2 days, and you want to be a part of that, and you want to get to Charlotte and do whatever you got to do. So my question for you is, Rocky, how many people are you bringing to Charlotte?
10.
10. No matter what?
No matter what.
You got to do it, man. 10 people, Charlotte. Now, you can do it if you just go out there with that energy and say, I'm going to make it happen no matter what. So you're going to do it, 10 people, Charlotte?
10 people.
Let's rock it out, man. Let's rock it out. Guys, you want to get your tickets to Charlotte, lock that in, and let's rock it out. So, Rocky, go ahead and drop off the live stream. Brandy, we just, invited you out. And I, don't...